It's Brandy from Seeking Sunlight.
And I'm Kaya.
From Seeking Sunlight.
Yeah, obviously. But today we are coming at you with our tips and tricks on how we handle anxiety.
It'll be an amazing video, and we hope that you'd like it.
And we hope that you get something from it. And if you have any tips or tricks about how you deal and cope with anxiety, be sure to leave them in the comments and let us know, because we're all here to help each other and feel the love.
And we are all down for like tips, like,
Yep.
we need them.
So let's just get to the video then.
So as I've thought about what helps me with my anxiety, I think it's a really interesting list, because I don't know if I'm the only one that does half the things that I do, but I feel like I am. So it's interesting to me because, like, as I thought about it, it's just like, wow, okay, I'm weird. So, and I fully admit that I am.
Okay, so my first tip is list. Lots of list, because I just get so scatterbrained that I will randomly remember the things that I needed to remember in the afternoon when I'm laying down to go to bed at night. So whenever you have those things come to your head that you're worried that you're going to forget, write it down in the same spot and make a list so you don't forget. Number 2 is planning. And I'm not even a very intense planner, but I just have a planner and I'll write down, like, I break down my big list into little daily list of the things I need to do, and that helps because it helps me not get too overwhelmed looking at my gigantic list, because I feel like I've never done, or like I always have something to do. And writing it down helps so much, because when you write it down, you see it there, it helps me remember it, and then I get to cross it out. And even the littlest things, like, oh, doing my laundry, I still write that down and I cross it out to help me feel like I'm being productive. Notice and acknowledge all the good things that you are doing.
Then another thing is that sometimes I can't sleep because of my anxiety. My mind's always running like so fast, and it keeps on going and going and going. And so I watch Family Guy at night when I'm trying to go to sleep, and honestly, it just turns off my brain. Like, I don't think when I'm watching Family Guy. And the reason why that helps me out a lot is because, like, I don't think, and so it's like within the first 15 minutes of the episode, I'm like gone asleep, and I have to like wake back up to turn off Family Guy. So I just think it's funny. Another thing that has helped me is that I sit down and I talk out what I'm feeling with someone, because a lot of the times, like, if you know what anxiety is, it's like harsh things said about yourself to yourself, like you should have done something different, or, you know, something along the lines of that. And you think of the worst case scenario. So, like, when I get in a certain mood, like when my anxiety kicks in, it's like a certain mood that I can't get out of until I talk to someone about it. And so sitting down with Kaya, or really my best friends, any one of them, it really helps me to get out of that, because then they like help me to think more rationally.
Have a daily self-care routine. So I'm not super consistent, but I'm really working on this. But one tip that has really helped me, that I actually got from my chiropractor, is to every day write down on a piece of paper, I feel blank, fill it in, and write all of your feelings out for 7 minutes. And then when you're done, destruct it in any way you want. Cut it up, rip it up, flush it down the toilet, burn it, whatever. And that helps you release those emotions and not keep them inside. The main things I try to do is that I try to make time to read my scriptures and to say a prayer, and to really use that time. It doesn't even have to be long, maybe like 5 minutes, to just for me and like how I'm gonna better myself throughout the day. And so you can do that however you want. And a lot of times, like, if it's a really good day, I like to make tea, and it's super relaxing, and just like I look forward to that time. I'm not having to stress at all. And tea also really helps It helps me a lot when I'm feeling anxious and helps calm me down. And there's even special teas that help with it even more. Having a special you time, like scheduling time for you in your schedule so you're not getting so overwhelmed doing everything else that you're not doing anything for you. I think it's really important to do things for you that you enjoy, that make you happy, so you're doing things on a daily basis that are for you and your self-improvement, whatever it is. I like to do photography, and like I take pictures for other people, but it's different when I'm taking pictures for me and like expressing how I feel. Another thing that really helps me is that if I'm really overwhelmed and having a hard time, that's when a lot of times I will use balance, and I put it in my, I put it on my neck, on my wrist, and I put it in my hands and like take 5 deep breaths with it over my face like this. And it sounds so simple, but it literally helps so much. It helps calm you down, bring you back down into reality, like chill, Kaya, chill, it's okay. But yeah, that really helps.
Another thing is I used to have a bracelet, it's a diffuser bracelet that I would put balance on, that I would just like smell throughout the day. That really helped me out. But I gave that bracelet away because I felt like someone needed it more than me. So that's one thing that I used to do, and I still put balance on them when I can.
Another oil that helps so much is a new one called Copaiba, and I've been putting a drop of that under my tongue some mornings, but every night, and that has helped a lot too. It just helps me feel more relaxed, and
as I put Copaiba under my tongue, and it really kind of helps mellow me out. And so I've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, but I feel like it really helps with my moods, so I've been really level ever since we've gotten Copaiba.
This one is one that has helped me so much. Can't emphasize to you how important this is. At least for me, this has made a huge difference. What I did, I turned off all of my social media notifications, all of them. Like, I don't get any notifications for Facebook, I don't get notifications for Instagram, I don't even get on Twitter, but just turn them all off, and then just whenever you remember to go check it during the day. I mean, some days I don't even check Facebook anymore, but go check it at a certain time so you can just take care of it all then. You won't be stressed, you won't, because for me, my phone brings me a lot of anxiety, and just seeing all those like messages, or like people asking you about things, or like things you need to reply to, or people liking my picture, and then I'm like wondering how many likes I got and getting distracted by that throughout the day, and then like it just causes anxiety, and it's just better to eliminate it and go on there when you remember to. I promise you will go on there less and you'll feel so much better. So just turn them all off, and you'll still be able to connect with the world, but it will help you feel so much better on an emotional level throughout the day that you don't have to worry about those things popping up on your phone.
I try not to let myself be alone when I'm having such bad anxiety, because like panic attacks really, because it's overthinking. I overthink things, and I just come up with the most irrational things that I feel like are true, and so being stuck inside my own head really sucks. Go outside. I try to take in really good deep breaths, and I try to listen to music during that time. And the reason why I go outside is because it just being in a house, like I don't like being in a house for too long, and if I am, then it just like always kicks up really bad anxiety. And so I try to go out as much as I can and spend my time doing things that mean a lot to me. So yeah.
Some other big ones, especially that I've been trying to work on lately, that I've realized are such a big priority, or they should be, is making sure I eat healthy breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because I know when I am hungry, I get way more anxious, and then sometimes I kind of remind myself, oh, I'm really hungry, that's why. and also getting enough sleep. I've been working on going to bed earlier, doing things to help me have a better quality sleep because I don't always sleep really well. And one thing that's helped me is my sleep app that I will show you guys because it is awesome. One thing that I especially like to do when I'm feeling really anxious, or like when I'm doing certain projects or assignments or whatever it is and I'm just like getting really overwhelmed and I need to take a step back and like not think about it, I love Pinterest. I get on Pinterest and like I have a quote board with like over 1,000 quotes on it, and I just go on there and like automatically when I go it knows I like quotes, so it will just like pull all these inspirational quotes up, and it always helps me so much to like redirect my thoughts to the positive and like see, like, I don't know, you know how quotes are, they help you see things the right way. So that is one thing. If you don't have Pinterest, you should, because it's amazing and it's very inspirational and it's helped me emotionally so much. I just go on there and it helps me feel so much better. One thing I think is also really important is to
like things make you anxious, but not to say stop, too comfortable. Okay, Bella, shush.
There are things that specifically make each person anxious. But I know for me, I try to not stay too comfortable where I am at. I don't try to push myself too far, but I try to always do things that like push me out of my comfort zone a little bit, because I used to be way more anxious than I am now. I had really bad social anxiety. And so the way that I've overcame it is by pushing myself a little bit by a little bit further than I could go before. And it's not like you're just like, you start here and here. You just do it a little bit by a little bit. You just don't stay like in your comfortable state. Another thing that helps is positive affirmations and affirmations. This is something I'm currently working on that really has helped me so far. I haven't been able to be like super consistent of doing it every day, but just even like the idea and thought of it has helped me. So an affirmation is a question to ask yourself in the morning. Say like, why am I lovable? So it reminds your brain that through the day that you are going to be picking up cues of things that other people do and the experiences through your day that are going to register in your mind and say, oh, this is why I am lovable. This is why I am successful. And so at the end of the day, before you go to bed, you say that in a statement. I am lovable because, or I am successful because. And that helps you so much because anxiety, like a huge part of it is retraining your brain and your thoughts to be positive and not degrading, because it's a self-degrading thing. Another thing that helps is getting a puppy. Ah! But for real though, they're the best. You need a puppy in your life. If you didn't know, if you've been clinically diagnosed with depression, anxiety, any kind of mental disorders of any kind, you could go to your doctor and they can write you a note to have an emotional support animal. And so I have my dog Bella as an emotional support animal, so I could take her with me on the plane and I don't have to pay for a ticket, and I could take her to live with me wherever I go because it's their right to be able to come with you. So that's something cool that I didn't know for a while, and something that really helps is having an animal to be there with you and an animal to take care of.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video today. If you have any other tips or tricks for anxiety, please comment them below because we'd love to see them. So please like this video and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Bye!